everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be talking about the things that Black women encounter in the workplace. Between assumptions and misconceptions, it's a lot. When I first started heading out on this career path, in no way did I know that I was going to encounter and experience the things that I have. Hopefully this video sheds light on issues and helps better prepare Black women when starting out in the corporate world. This video is not only for Black women, but it's also for Black men who are more than likely experiencing the same things as well. This video is also for our friends and allies who want to be better coworkers and support us during this time. Work is already stressful enough, but with the points that I've listed out in this video, it makes it much harder. So with that support, it could really be impactful to our mental and emotional health. So if you want to learn more, make sure you stay tuned. Having a unique name. So I have a Nigerian name, and when I first started looking for jobs, even back in high school, I was not able to find a job, not even at the mall. And I was asking my dad, I was like, I don't know why it's so hard. And he goes, oh, well, it's probably because your name's Izodua. And in that moment, I was like, what? So already, with my Nigerian name, with my parents celebrating my culture by naming me Izodua, I'm already a step behind because I'm unable to get an interview. Growing up in America with my Nigerian name, I am used to explaining my name to people and pronouncing it again and again. So I wasn't surprised to have to do this at any job. But what I was surprised with was the things that people would say to me once I told them that was my name. One time I was talking to someone who was a part of the leadership team at a company I worked at, and the first thing he said once he learned my name was that it was unusual. Unusual? Is that a compliment? Why would you say unusual? I've never said anything to anyone, anything personal of someone else's, and call it unusual. So him saying that my name, what I call myself, is unusual, you couldn't have said, oh, that's an interesting name. That's a nice name. Oh, that's not a typical name. You wanted me to know that my name is unusual. That's inappropriate. Especially I am young, and this person is a part of leadership. He's old, and you're telling me that my name is unusual. So that shocked me. People will also try to give you nicknames via email, even though you did not allow them to. One time I signed an email, my name, and someone else responded with Izodo. Izodo. That's not my name. My name is Izodua. My email has Izodua. My signature has Izodua. I signed it best Izodua. Why are you calling me Izodo? That's rude. Do I just call people named Jennifer Jeno? Do I call people named Sam? I don't know. It's inappropriate. Also, a new one. I once had a manager who didn't want to say my name. I told him my name and he goes, oh, I'm never gonna learn that. And you're not even gonna try? That's my identity. You're not even gonna try to acknowledge it. You're just gonna say, oh, and just push it off to the side. That's rude. So just having a unique name, be prepared for people to not act correctly. Be prepared for people to be rude, and be prepared to stand up for yourself. Especially if it's someone on a leadership team, or if it's someone who is your manager, be prepared to acknowledge it and say, no, this is my name and you will call me this. Because if they choose not to, that is inappropriate, and that is an automatic call to HR. And I guess the most upsetting part is that this happened with managers. Like, your job is to manage people. How are you in the position to manage people, but you can't even acknowledge names? Does that make sense? Number 2, people are gonna think you're overaggressive. When you are the most calm, people will think you are being overaggressive. I went to a networking event, and this Black manager was saying that he had, like, it's typical for Black women who don't smile a lot do not go far in the workplace. It's the Black women who are more cheerful and always smiling. And I'm thinking, one, why is he saying this to me? And 2, I don't smile all the time. I'm actually a pretty serious person. So why, like, just because, like, so because I'm not happy, giddy all the time, like, it's work, why should that impact me? Why do I have to be the type of person who's always smiling? And it's just, it's crazy that you have to, as a Black woman, you have to go out of your way to put on this facade that you are happy. Because there are serious white women in the office, but you can't be a serious Black woman in the office, or else people will think you are aggressive or stubborn, or I don't know. But it's just mind-boggling. One time I was in a meeting and I said I don't remember, and somehow the people in the room thought I said I don't care. Why would I say I don't care? I'm the only Black person in this room. I just started working here. Why would I say I don't care? That would be self-destructive. Like, why would I say I don't care? And I didn't realize that they thought I said I don't care till 3 days later, when they were recalling back on that moment, and I said I don't recall. I said I don't know, not that I don't care. Like, so you just assumed I was gonna be sassy and say I don't care? Like, because I know for a fact I did not say I don't care. I would have to be crazy. I don't even say I don't care to my parents. Why would I say I don't care to my coworkers, to my manager? So that was crazy. So one time I was gathering information for an executive presentation, and I needed everyone on my team's information. I received everyone's information except for one person, and I was reaching out to him. I said, hey, I have to log out soon, but when you're ready with the information, here's the link. I can also fill this out for you. Tonight, I'll be back online at 9 p.m. if that'd be helpful. Guess his response. Calm down. I am trying to be helpful. I am offering to work overtime to help you populate your information into the fields, and you're telling me to calm down. And this is a manager. Why is a manager telling me, someone who just started at the company, to calm down when I'm offering to help you? So that was wild to me. Number 3, you will be mistaken for other Black people in the office. And you may think, but Izodawa, we all look different. We have different skin tones. We have different hairstyles. We all sound different. Why should I still be mistaken for other Black people? You will. The percentage of Black people in the corporate world is small, that most of the people you work with, they won't be used to working with people who look like you. They won't be used to seeing your profile picture and someone else's and thinking, oh, they're two different people. because sometimes to some people, like, we all look the same. And I can't tell you how many times I've been called the wrong name in a call with just me and someone else. They will accidentally refer to me as another Black person's name. And I'm like, why? But you scheduled this call with me. You still don't know who you're talking to? I've also been mistaken for people who are a part of leadership, who are levels ahead of me, and I'm still called the wrong name. And I'm like, I'm not even your manager. You mistake me for your manager's name. And I'm a way lower level. And you're still, like, you called me the wrong name. It's just very interesting. I've been put on meeting invites and email threads that I should not be on because I was just mistaken for the wrong person. And it's just mind-boggling that this even happens, but it will happen. So when it does, make sure you correct them. Do not accept the calendar invite. I just started and I was a little confused. I was like, should I be on here? But now I know my role and I know where I do and do not belong. So I will not be wasting my time on calls that I should not be on anymore. People will think you have more experience than you should. I had one experience where I was put in a position to help manage a team and build visuals. And I took all the feedback that I had and did my best with what I was working with. And towards the end, I basically was told that I was not delivering and I could no longer do that role anymore. And I did not understand, like, what I was doing wrong. No one gave me any negative feedback as to what I was doing incorrectly. So why is it all of a sudden I'm being sent off the team? And I was very confused. I was disheartened because I was trying really hard. I thought I was doing well, and just to find out that I wasn't doing well towards the end and I had to be replaced, I was very upset. A few months later, I spoke to someone else at the company, and they told me that it's an unfortunate series where young Black people are put into positions where they do not have the support from their managers and their coworkers to do well. They end up leaving the company. They are given responsibilities and they've just started and they aren't being supported well. And once I heard this story, I said, you know what, that happened to me because I had no clue what I was doing wrong. How are you supposed to grow, but you're being reprimanded when you're not being taught, you're not being given those chances? So if someone else was in my position and they were not Black, it's very likely that they would have been given the opportunity to try again and correct their wrongs. However, in my position, I was basically sent off the team before I even knew where those issue points were. And I asked what I did wrong after I was sent off the team, and that's just not how feedback works. Fast forward, I was working on another team, and my manager, she actually told me that I seemed more senior than I actually was. And I'm thinking, this is actually pretty easy, like what I'm doing right now. I did much more difficult work on that last project that I was sent off. So why is it that this manager thinks I'm more senior, but my previous manager felt the need to send me off the team? And it's just really, Black women and Black people in general, we always have to be 5 times better than what is expected because we have a lot to compete with. Yeah, that story is not one of my favorites to tell. There's way more details to that story. Maybe I'll do a story time. But so the next topic is hair. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked is that your hair? Yes, this is my hair. I bought it, it's mine. If I were to drop this hair on the street and someone went to pick it up, hey, this is yours, that's what they would say. This is my hair. But it's just, I personally feel that it's so inappropriate to ask someone who you are not close with if that is your hair, especially in a corporate setting. I do not want to be sitting in the boardroom talking about my hair with coworkers when we have other things on the agenda. My hair is not on the agenda. It's not a bullet point. Why are you asking me questions about my hair? One time, I had very long black hair. It was very cute. And the person I sat next to would always comment on it. And she'll say things like, wow, your hair is so long. And I know she knew what she was doing, that it wasn't per se growing out of my head, but she just wanted to make a whole spectacle off of my hair. And I would just say, thank you. Yeah, I know it is. Ha ha ha, yeah, it's my hair, yeah. Why are you talking about my hair? I don't ask you about your gray hair. I don't ask you about your split ends. Like, why are you asking me about my hair? I don't know. So just be prepared to answer hair questions, even though it's no one's business and they shouldn't be asked before a meeting. Lastly, be prepared to encounter people who are racist and not welcoming. I will never forget, I just started at this company, and this guy came in and he was shaking hands. He was shaking hands with people he has never met before. And I never met him, but when he came my way, he purposely, I don't want to say purposely, but he walked past me and he missed me. He shook a person on my left hand, and then he shook a person on my right hand. I'm like, I don't know him. Why did he just skip over me? And after he did that, I went up to him and I said, nice to meet you. And he said, oh, sorry, I missed you. What? I don't know. It's just, isn't that weird? Like, why? Am I a ghost? Am I invisible? Because I sure am visible when you need something done. I joined a new team once, and someone was supposed to show me where the team room was. And we were walking with each other. I thought I was supposed to walk with him, but he was run, skipping, and jumping 10 feet ahead. He was running so fast. I'm like, why aren't we on the same team? Like, I just met you. You know we're going to the same place. Why? You're supposed to show me where I'm supposed to go. Why are you, you don't want to walk next to me? Thanks for watching. If you have any more things that you think should be added to my list, I know there are way more things I could have covered. I'll probably do a part 2 of this video because honestly, this list is never ending. If you do have more things you'd like to add, make sure to drop your comments and experiences below.